What's up guys, welcome back to the Gold Guy YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 79 bike Viper S, previously known as the Titatone bike, but it's a new name, new ownership, new brand, same bike I think. So let's open this thing up, see what it looks like. This isn't the typical e-bike that I review, this is actually an electric dirt bike. I've never had an electric dirt bike, so I'm really excited to ride this thing around and have fun on it. It's got a 3,500 watt mid-drive motor, so I'm super excited to feel the power. I love this little message, you can do this. Does that mean the assembly is going to be hard? I don't know, maybe. What is this, a fender? Whoa. There it is. Let's see what they've included in these two boxes. Okay, this one says charger. It is a 54.6 volt 4 amp lithium smart charger. Oh wow. Let's see what kind of accessories that we've got. Okay, so we've got the user manual. Here are the specs. We've got a 3.5 kilowatt motor, 48 volt, 200 amp controller. It does have regenerative braking, that's cool. It's got password and NFC startup method, that's pretty cool too. Forged aluminum alloy frame. Max load is 75 kilogram, which is 168 pounds, I think. And that's exactly what I am, so I'm right at the limit. Front suspension has 155 millimeters of travel. That's insane, that's a lot. Rear has 42 millimeters, it's pretty average. IP65 waterproof. Built-in gyroscope angle sensor, that's pretty crazy. And this is the display. This is what everything means. They have a complete wiring diagram of the bike. That's legit. Whoa. Look at this, guys. This is nice. These foot pegs are one little stuff. A nice 12 and 14 millimeter box end wrench. First things first, I'm going to install the handlebars. Pull out these front bolts on the locking plate. And then we replace this front plate. Okay, and now we crank them down. Put the get these, and then we're gonna tighten up these pinch bolts. And there's one on the left side as well. This thing actually has like a dirt bike front axle too. To remove it, we just loosen up these pinch bolts. And then we can just slide that axle out like that. There's a little plastic piece in between the brake pads to keep them apart. I'm going to try to tip the bike over so I'm not holding up the whole weight of the bike. Alright, and now that the axle's all the way in, we're going to install this nut. And then, using the biggest Allen wrench that came in the kit, we will tighten up this bolt. Then we'll tighten up these pinch bolts next. We've got to install these on the handlebars. It's cool. There's a little stopper on the end of the grip. So, okay, first we will install the display and then the brake lever. We can reinstall the grip now. Tighten up the brake lever. And the last thing to do is install the fenders. Front fender just goes up into the bottom of the forks. Okay, front fender's on. And that is it, guys. The bike's fully assembled. I'm gonna try just a normal key. Oh, that's for removing the battery. Okay. Ah, I see. So we actually have to plug this guy in. Battery port is right there. This is the big connector. Let's plug it in. So maybe we'll just have to stuff something in there to tighten it up. Anyways, just holding the power button. There it is. I see. So there's a default password, which is a 000. There we go, and we are in the bike. We can turn it into Sport, Eco. Sport and Eco, I guess, are the only modes. I'm just gonna sit on the bike. Feels pretty good. Whoa, okay, it works. And that's just an Eco. Let's turn it up to Sport. Holy sh**. Oh my gosh. This thing has got some power. Whoa. Guys. Yo, this thing actually has some power. I am excited to ride this, guys. I'm actually going up to our camp for the weekend. I'm gonna take this bike with me. There's tons of trails up there, so this thing will get the proper test. I've only ridden this bike a little bit, but let me tell you, it's a little ripper. It's certified little ripper. This thing has a ton of torque, and it's hard to not just get it to wheelie automatically right away. Check it out. Like that. It might be small, but it's mighty. I charged up the bike last night, make sure it's fully charged for my test ride. Before I go on the test ride, there is one thing I wanted to check, and that is if I can fix this wobble. I can see that there's like a couple tabs down there on each side of the battery that are probably supposed to keep it from wobbling like that, but they're not even touching the battery. I found some of this foam insulation stuff for filling cracks in concrete, and I'm just gonna try this to stuff in between the battery and the frame. Oh yeah, that alone already snugged it up. Oh yeah, no jiggle now, that's much better. That should certainly help. Yep. Alright, we're gonna do some top speed runs, but it has this tilt mode. If you hold the down arrow, I think that's full power, so let's see what it can do. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little more power in that tilt mode for sure. "25 miles per hour, full throttle, here we go, full tuck, 25, 26, 27, 28, okay. Seems like 28 might be the top speed of it. That's pretty quick though for a little electric dirt bike. It's definitely trail oriented for sure. Hit our first trail here. Man, let me just say, the suspension on this bike is super good. It just absorbs every little bump. I don't know how it is for like jumping or anything like that, but for trail riding, it's super comfy. We just went right over that log. I definitely felt it on the rear end. You know, that's the disadvantage of having that tiny back wheel. It's just gliding through these bumps. There's a big rock there. We just kind of jumped up it. We're just bushwhacking now. I mean, this thing definitely has enough power to get up any hill, it seems. Ooh, just case the suspension a little bit. The weight limit for this bike is 168, I think. That's like exactly what I weigh. That right there is bottomed for the suspension. So I'm actually going to tighten up the preload because I don't want to bottom this bike out too much. That's not really that great for it. And you can also adjust the dampening of the shock. I have it at full firm. There, that's like 3/4 for the preload. Oh yeah, definitely better now. And you can also adjust the dampening of the front fork. I have it on full stiff. That's better. Oh yeah, feels a lot better now. So that is really nice, guys, that this bike has adjustable suspension. You can kind of tailor it to your weight and your riding style. Let's see what the top speed is on a little more open road like this. I mean, we're cruising 27 miles per hour just about. And we're gonna go downhill now. So we'll see what it's capped at. We're going 30 miles an hour. I would say that's probably about the top speed. You can really feel the regenerative braking. Like the motor is actually slowing down the bike. So that's kind of cool. It saves your brake pads and charges up your battery a little bit. Not much with a small bike like this. The regenerative braking really only works well in cars. The top speed in sport is the same as tilt. Peak wattage is like 4,500 watts on this bike. That's actually a pond. It used to be like a big donut pad. People would come here on side-by-sides and do donuts and whatnot. But there's also these little things, little mounds you can ride over. Alright, well, I've been riding around on the 79 bike Viper S for a while, and it has been a ton of fun. I am already at 60% battery. I mean, I've been riding it in sport mode and also full tilt mode. I don't know if that's what that means. Tilt. It's like the max power mode. I'm just going to call it full tilt because it's kind of funny, makes sense. We're at 9.1 miles, so I put 8 miles on the bike so far. And it's already at 60%, but it's like 4,500 watts at full max peak power. So obviously you would need a huge battery to be able to sustain that for that long. I've just been ripping on this thing like crazy. I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm like super surprised with how freaking fun this bike is. It's not super practical or very comfortable, but it is a ton of fun. I want to maybe do some upgrades on this thing in the future, maybe a bigger back wheel, maybe even a bigger front wheel too. We might just do the full set, but because it would actually be nice to have this as the back wheel and then have like a 2-inch bigger front wheel than whatever this is. This is 60 by 100 by 14. Okay, so this is a 14-inch front wheel and the rear is 10 inches. So yeah, it would be nice actually to have 14 in the rear and 16 in the front. That would be pretty cool. So maybe I'll try to do that just so it's a little taller, because it kind of is a little short for me. And I also want to maybe lose a few teeth on the rear sprocket to get a little more top speed. But other than that, I mean, this thing is super powerful. I don't think I would need to upgrade the motor, controller, or battery. I don't think you even can upgrade the battery, really. There's not much room for a bigger one. It's really fun for ratting around like that with. I've not hit any kind of jumps on this thing. We just got a little air off that. This bike's a ton of fun. Thank you 79Bike for sending me this thing. I have really enjoyed it. I totally recommend it. If you want to pick one of these things up, definitely check the link in the description. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.